Done on the...
How are we doing, guys? We're back again. We're back again with the quiz. I'm back on the channel after a couple of days off. Thanks so much for your lovely comments, guys. That does mean the absolute world to me. I saw a couple of the comments come in. Thanks so much, guys. I'm delighted to say as well, we are joined by Jack. You might recognise Jack from a previous video. Jack at LUTV Fan Zone, who's very kindly agreed to join up with us on these quizzes, mate. How are you doing, man?
Bad time to take a sip. Yeah, not too bad, thank you, mate. Not too bad. Delighted to be here. I partook in the quiz last week. I think I finished second or third. So, but no, yeah, it's decent to be on. Nice to get involved.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. But guys, the game pin, as you can see on the screen there, is 1953941. In fact, I'm just going to put that in the chat as well. So, guys, if you haven't seen this before, you can join in. You can join in, guys. The pin is on in the comments now. Get involved, guys. Get involved. Don't just play it from home. Get involved in the app. There's a prize on offer tonight as well. Can you confirm what it is tonight, Jack?
Well, for anyone who follows us on Instagram or anywhere like that, you'll know that we do phone cases. So yeah, we're going to be giving away a phone case of your choice, whichever design. If you want to take a look now, not to shamelessly plug, but www.lufcfanzone.com. You've got over biggest part of 50 different designs and 250 different models. So chances are, if you do win, there's something for you.
Good stuff, mate. But just tell us a bit more, because obviously we're going to have about 10, 15 minutes before just to get everyone joined in. 33 of you now joined. Keep joining. I mean, some absolutely unreal names there. I mean, watching my cock, it's like just get like best name as well. Just get some quality names. Viduka wins it. Wade is back. Cups down Cafu. There's some unreal names there as well. Howell loves Chef. Yeah, we know that one. Pamford's biggest cock. I mean, yeah, just some absolutely superb names in there. But, mate, tell us a bit more about LUTV Fan Zone. Obviously, you've got a YouTube channel on the go now, a fantastic podcast. You've had a brilliant guest on recently as well. 2 brilliant guests actually on recently. Tell us a bit more about that, mate.
Well, yeah, started back, biggest part of coming 4 years ago now, just as, just a normal Instagram page and stuff. And May last year, actually, we started doing the podcast, and I'm surprised, I know another Leeds United podcast, but we tried to be different. Do you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of options for podcasts now. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, right, let's try to do something different, which makes us stand out. And so we decided to go down the just solely interviews, because I don't think anybody would be interested in what me and Sam have to say. But so yeah, we started off in May. We had Saul Bamba. Wishing him the best of luck with his recovery as well. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. Very, very open, honest, and he genuinely loved his time at Leeds. You know what I mean? And then we've had guests, all sorts of guests, really. Like we say, it's players and managers, but we've had everyone from even like David Haig, not older, but a few people might remember him from the Celino era. Olivier Decor, more recently Jonathan Woodgate, and this morning we released the episode with Luciano Becchio, which we recorded yesterday, with Fede Besson as well. 2 very, very nice people, and once again, it is worth a listen, should I say. We talked to Luciano about, what did we talk to him about? We talked to him about, obviously, the normal stuff like Manchester United away, promotion, what it was like to sign for Leeds, and I can't really say too much, but at the end he does talk about that he was close to rejoining Leeds in 2015. And I don't want to give away too much, because then people won't listen to the podcast. But the episode that comes out on Saturday, it includes that he was close to joining Leeds, and it fell through for one reason or another, which I'm not going to say on the here, because people got to listen to the podcast to hear it. But
get on it, guys. Get on it. I love this. Don't give too much away, but. Guys, exactly. Get on it, honestly. Because what I love about it is, to be fair, just the variety of guests. You obviously got Olivier Decor right at the top, and obviously Belusky. Was that last month? Was that Belusky?
Yeah, Belusky was mid-December, I believe. We got a lot of stick for that one, which we were kind of like, when me and Sam were like, Sam got the guest, and not say it was Sam's, because it wasn't Sam, it was both of us. Sam is the one who gets all the guests and shout.
I know Sam's got this code that me and Joe are trying to tap into. To be fair, we need to know how Sam gets these guests. To be fair, we need
even I don't know.
To be fair,
Honestly, even I don't know how Sam gets some of these guests. He just literally messages me. He's like, right, got so and so arranged for next week. I'm like, sound, because Sam does all the hard work in the background. Because it is like all credit goes to Sam for the podcast. His idea of everything, and yeah, he does all the backache to get all these amazing guests on, and he's contacted God knows how many people, and he's genuinely, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he does it.
Well, we're going to have to catch up with Sam anyway on that, mate. But just to remind us, my man, Joe Wayman, as he asks, what is up for grabs this week, mate? Remind us what is up for grabs from LUTV Fan Zone for number 1 this week. Whoever wins this quiz this week, what are they winning this week, mate?
Yeah, so like I said before, if anyone who follows us will know that we do phone cases. We've got 50 different, probably more than 50 different designs in 250 different models. So chances are there'll be something what you like. We do all the new kits as well. Obviously, we can't include the badge that side. Can't include the badge because of licensing reasons. But yeah, I do all sorts. So for the winner, it's a Leeds United phone case for a model of their choice and a design of their choice.
Superb. So, guys, get involved. There's a prize on offer. 63 of you have joined already. I mean, there's some quality names here. Wasim Boy in there. That brings me back as well. My man Joe Wayman is joining the quiz this week. Just before anyone accuses me and Joe of corruption, Joe, I can confirm, has not seen the quiz this week. He has not seen the quiz. This quiz is being written entirely by me. Plenty of Spanish football in there. A bit of an in-joke between me and Joe. So just to confirm, Wayman is getting involved in the quiz today. So there's been no kind of collaboration. I've written this quiz entirely. So if Wayman is top of the league, I don't want to be getting criticism straight away, guys. Just wanted to confirm that anyway. But yeah, it should be a good one, guys. Bit of Leeds, bit of everything. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for your lovely welcome back as well. Some brilliant names coming in here. I can't even read out most of these, to be honest. I mean, just yeah. But yeah, I mean, look, mate. Obviously, it's a busy week coming up for Leeds. Might as well have a quick little chat about that. Obviously, it's Newcastle Tuesday, Leicester away Sunday. I mean, Wayman's in there straight away. To be fair, I'm actually thinking about it now. I deliberately went out of my way to avoid Spanish questions, because as soon as I start asking questions about Spanish football, Wayman jumps straight onto me. So my mate Joe Wayman will not be criticising me today anyway, guys. So but yeah, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button and get involved, guys. 64 of you already involved. But look, I've obviously been away the last couple of days. I mean, the games obviously we finished off on, Jack, Brighton. I mean, I know it's been a week on, but I'm still bored now from it, to be honest, mate. I'm still bored now.
The time between games feels 10 times longer when you've lost. I don't know if that's just me.
Oh, definitely.
Duration from Brighton to what will be Newcastle, it feels like forever, doesn't it, really? And as well, like, you'll understand as a content creator yourself, when you're trying to think of content after a loss, you just have this mental block, don't you? Do you know what I mean? But
especially when it's like a game like that. I think there was 7 shots from both teams in like 90 minutes of football. I mean, it was just like, probably, to be honest, I'm not even spoken about the game too much, but it just was probably the worst game I think we'll see this season, and probably one of the worst I've seen in terms of entertainment wise. Not just because we were bad, it was just a terrible game. I think obviously the pitch, it was one of those games where from like the first 2 minutes, you could just tell it was just going to be a really awful game. They didn't even have like the pumped in crowd noise. It was just literally, I don't know if you noticed that, just like no pumped in crowd noise. It was just so flat the whole game. It just felt like it was going to be a 1-0 either side in the game, but it was just, it was awful. It was awful, mate. But obviously we're back into it against Newcastle. I mean, you feeling confident going into that one? Obviously knowing how sort of average Newcastle have been this season.
Touch wood. I am confident because, you know, regardless of where we are an out of form team. Like, you can't argue. Do you know what I mean? We are out of form, and as are Newcastle as well. So it's a chance for somebody to right the wrongs. And personally, I think we are better than Newcastle. I know there's been a lot of talk about because Newcastle had a COVID outbreak, didn't they? And people were saying that it's affected them long term and everything. But no, I think we should beat Newcastle. I think if we want to be where we want to be in the league, I know 17th is good. Like promotion, survival is happy in it. But if we were like, if we want to be a mid-table team, we should be beating Newcastle. And likewise, we shouldn't be beating Brighton as well. But yeah, I think we'll beat Brighton. I do. Newcastle.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that surprises me, mate, is there's been so little talk about January transfers, hasn't there? There's been no real concrete rumours. Obviously, Pulgar's been mentioned from Fiorentina. Obviously, the mentions of Rodrigo de Paul is expected, but there's not really been anything concrete, has there? Considering, obviously, it's been a pretty poor start to the month for us. Obviously, we lost 2 games 3-0, not scored the goal yet. I mean, are you surprised by that at all?
Yeah and no, really, because you like Bielsa, like he likes a small knit squad, doesn't he? And with the amount of injuries we've got, and especially in defence, not to say that we should go out and get a defender, because I know when everyone comes back, that defender who we signed probably would be down the pecking order. Do you know what I mean? But I think it is weird because, every team really, regardless of where you are, they should be looking in the January window. And it has been silent. I don't know if they're doing business well behind closed doors, you know what I mean? But it's, it is concerning. Not in the fact that we're going to go down, but you should really be hearing stuff. Every January, you always hear one rumour which might happen, you know what I mean? But there's nothing.
Just nothing, is there? That's the thing. I think obviously some January transfer windows, we have obviously like last year's, obviously it was Augusta, January. Obviously the January before that it was Dan James, the Dan James saga, pretty much from January the 1st to January the 31st. And it's just this one. I can't believe there's only 8 days left in January. I mean, I say really, there is only 8 days left in January. I mean, it's coming quick. And the thing is, it's not like it's just us. I think every team's been quiet in January so far. I think only really, I think Villa were looking at a midfielder. There's nothing really concrete happening across the league. I think obviously that's quite interesting in itself, really.
Yeah, I think Villa were looking at that striker, that French striker. I forget his name now. But yeah, regardless, not really relevant. But no, I don't know what you mean. It's a strange one, really, isn't it? Because I know you can go back and say, "Oh, COVID," but I think for teams like, well, West Brom have done good business, not good business, but they've done a lot of business, haven't they? Like Big Sam's first transfer window, and he's brought in a lot of players. I can't even name all of them, to be fair. I think they signed.
Well, they got Snodgrass in, didn't they? Yeah, Snodgrass has come in. So, that's an interesting one from their point of view. But I'd like to think, obviously, you never know with Leeds United, and there's actually still over half a season to go, which feels weird in January, but obviously it's going to come thick and fast now for the next 4 months in terms of trying to squeeze in half a season in 4 months. So you'd like to think, I know as bad as some of the results have gone against us, obviously Brighton beating us, West Brom getting a result, I still think we're too good to get dragged into that scrap unless we have a massive kind of injury crisis, to be honest, mate.
Yeah, I agree with you there, mate. I do. I think we are too good, but then on the flip side, you look at teams like it's quite easy to get dragged into it. You know what I mean? You might think now, you look back, and not to say that we will lose these games, but say if we do carry on this form, and then it's quite easy to go from 10 points, and then when you get to 5 points, then you start to think about it. Do you know what I mean? So we just need to kind of keep this 10-point gap, because at 10 points, you feel safe, don't you? Realistically, right now, we all think, well, we're safe, aren't we? But that could soon change. Do you know what I mean? 2 games don't go your way, and then you're banging the thick of things again. You know what I mean? So fingers crossed we stay up, and I think we will. But you can never say never, especially with Leeds.
Well, guys, we're going to have a minute countdown. We're going to wait till it hits 15 minutes on the live stream. Make sure you join in, guys. You've got a minute now, less than a minute to join. Get joined, guys. The game pin is there, 195 3941. More names coming in. I mean, some of the names this week are just being superb, to be honest, guys. But get joined, guys. Just over 30 seconds to go. We'll start this quiz as soon as it hits 15 minutes. As we said, guys, as well, a phone case of your choice is the prize on offer here for top place, which is obviously Jack from the LUTV fan zone has very kindly donated. Make sure you check them out, guys. Brilliant merchandise, podcast, YouTube channel. Check them out, guys. Going to join us every week for this quiz, guys. They've very kindly agreed to be partners for this quiz anyway, guys. So we'll be starting in 10 seconds, guys. 78 to be joined. Can we get a couple more? Can we hit the 80? I'm not sure if we can. We've got 79. There's one more going to join before we start. 2 seconds to go. We're going to start the quiz. We're going to start the quiz. So, we got the 80. We got the 80. Made up that. We got the 80. But guys, just to remind you, the quicker you answer the questions, the more points you get. I'm going to read one question. Jack will read a question. 30 questions in total. 20 specifically based on Leeds and 10 general knowledge questions. Guys, without any further ado, let's get on with it, guys. So, okay, guys, so get yourselves ready. Get yourselves ready, guys. Okay, question number 1. Who played the most games for Leeds out of these 4 players? Is it red, James Milner, blue, Aaron Lennon, yellow, Trezor Candle, or green, Patrick Kisnorbo? Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in. Double figures already for answers. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. Get your answers in, guys. Even if you don't know it, get an answer in, guys. 62. We're going to, hopefully, all of you are going to get an answer in. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Who played the most games for Leeds out of these 4 players? Get your answers in, guys. Let's see. Ooh, to be fair, I did actually test this question on this quiz on a family member, and they also said Patrick Kisnorbo, but the correct answer is Trezor Candle. And for quite a rare occasion, the majority has got this one wrong, to be fair. But yeah, Trezor Candle, believe it or not, out of all the names on that list, has played the most games for Leeds United. Unbelievable. Right, guys, let's go on to question number 2, which my man Jack is going to read out for us. In fact, actually, before that, we'll look at the scoreboard. So, some of the names on this. Below me is top the minute, Patrick Bamford, Johnny Horner. I think some of the names. The Spurs fan is in 5th at the minute. So, any Leeds fans watching this, which I'm sure the majority of you will be, are getting beat by a Spurs fan at the minute. So, just step your game up, really. Step your game up. Let's go on to question 2.
Question 2 is, who won the Leeds United Young Player of the Year award in 2011? Was it red, Johnny Howson, blue, Fabian Delph, yellow, Aidy White, or green, Sam Byram?
Let's see. A couple of answers coming in. Quicker you answer, the more points you get, guys.
Tough questions. Very tough questions.
I know, I've made some of them really... Well, the obvious answer is there, but it might not necessarily be the right one, to be fair. But just, one person's not answered. But yeah, to be fair, it's quite split, this one, but the majority has got it right, to be fair. It was Johnny Howson. In fact, all 4 of those players have won the Young Player of the Season award at some point, to be fair. So that's why I put them all in. But yeah, Johnny Howson was the winner that year. So let's see what that does to the leaderboard. Let's see what that does to the leaderboard. We've got to change something there. Patrick Bamford's big Robin is top. Patrick Bamford has kept their place in 2nd. Lord Bamford, I mean, Paddy Bamford's doing well, isn't he?
I'm going to say, yeah.
He's in the top 3. He's in the top 3. Below me, Leaky Leeds. I mean, some of the names here are absolutely superb. But Bamford's big Robin is in top at the minute. Oh, man. I mean, if Bamford's big Robin wins this, I mean, that's scenes, isn't it? Let's go on to question number 3. Question number 3. Which team did Leeds beat in the 2006 playoff semi-final to set up a final versus Watford? Is it red, Preston, blue, Burnley, yellow, Carlisle, or green, Millwall? So the Championship playoff final, who did Leeds beat to reach that final against Watford? See who gets this. See who gets this. Some answers flying in. The answers are flying in. I hope I've not given it away too much from that picture, to be fair. I'm just thinking of that now.
That's what I'm about to say, yeah.
Is that giving it away now?
Yeah, I was going to say 21 who's been away to that stadium.
Let's see. Yeah, to be fair, the majority has gone for Preston, but some people have fallen down that trap of Carlisle. I threw Carlisle in there. I thought, you know what, I might trip some people up, to be fair, because I'm like that. But yeah, to be fair, the majority gone for Preston. I mean, just the big thing I remember from that game, mate, was job done. Job done, really, as Billy Davis said. And it wasn't job done, Mr. Billy Davis. He used to be unemployed, as far as I'm aware. So let's see what that does to the leaderboard. So that has put Joby 3 is top. LUFC is like, to be fair, complete change. In fact, my man Joe Wayman sneaked into the top 5 now. He is in 4th. Click not scoring is 5th. But yeah, a complete change. I think Patrick Bamford has completely bottled that round, to be honest, mate. I think he's completely bottled that round. Yeah, a couple of comments saying Carlisle. I tricked you there, guys. I tricked you. So let's go on to question number 4.
Who recorded the most assists out of these 4 Leeds players on the road to promotion in 2009-2010? Ooh, another tricky one.
It's very close. This is very, very close in terms of
looking at
between 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Very, very close in terms of who it was. But all competitions as well, guys. But it doesn't make a difference, to be fair.
Nah.
Get your question. Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in. 5 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. Let's see who gets this. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, the majority's got it. The majority's got it, to be fair. Robert Snodgrass just ahead of Johnny Housen, I think. I think there's like 2 in it, I think. But yeah, Robert Snodgrass, absolutely superb that season.
Unreal on his day, wasn't it?
But Johnny Housen got the assist that mattered that season against a certain team on January the 3rd. The greatest assist ever made by a Leeds United player, I will add. But let's see what it does to the table anyway. See what it does to the table. Oh, Waden's got himself second now. There's some of the accusations. I've not even checked that. I'm going to check the comments. Some of the accusations of corruption are going to go absolutely through the roof there. But no, I can confirm there is no corruption here. My man Wayman knows ball. He knows the answers. But Joby Free keeps their place top anyway. Mikey Grella joins us as well tonight. They're in the top 5, and Click Not Scoring has also moved up the table. Let's move on. But 14 of you have actually got 3 correct in a row. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, question number 5. How many times did Eddie Gray score for Leeds? Red 48, blue 58, yellow 68, or green 78? Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in. An absolute legend of a man, Eddie Gray. Get your answers in, guys. Quicker you answer, the more points you get.
Oh, man.
10 seconds to go, guys. 10 seconds to go. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. And the majority, or some quick Wikipedia has gone on here, to be fair. The majority has got this one right, to be fair. I know your game, somebody. I know your game. But yeah, 68 is the correct answer. And I've got to say, to be honest, mate, I'm not sure about you, Jack, but I thought when I was putting that question together, Eddie Gray scored a lot more goals for that for Leeds. But I'd love to see what his assist was anyway. But I was quite surprised it was quite relatively low.
That goal against Burnley, though.
Well, yeah, that's probably worth about 100, to be fair. So we can make it 168. I mean, and the second goal against Burnley, to be fair, he lobs the keeper from like his own half of the pitch. But that was just vintage Eddie Gray. Right, let's look at the table. Let's look at the table here. Let's look at the table. So Joby Free has kept their place. Joe Wayman, he's dropped out the top 5. Wayman's dropped out the top 5. 11 of you have reached an answer streak of 3. Joby and Click Not Scoring have kept their place in the top 5. Another Patrick Bamford's made their way up the table, mate. Another Patrick Bamford's made their way up the table. Always good to see. Mikey Gradle as well. And Nick LUTV 1919 makes the top 5 as well, guys. So let's go on to the next question.
There ain't much in it.
Question number 6.
Who scored the most goals for Leeds United out of these 4 players? Was it red, Mark Viduka, blue, Luciano Becchio, yellow, Jermaine Beckford, or green, Lee Chapman?
Once again, this is very, very, very close. All competitions, very close, this one, guys. There's literally, top's got 86, I think second's got 85, and then they're literally within 10 of each other. It's absolutely unreal in terms of all 4 players. So very impressed who gets the right answer on this one. 3 seconds to go now. Let's see who gets this one. Ooh, it's split, to be fair. It's split. And actually, the one he wouldn't, when I was putting this one together, the one he wouldn't expect to be top, the most selfless Leeds striker I've ever seen in my life, Luciano Becchio, has actually scored the most goals, but has played for Leeds United the longest amount of time. And Luciano Becchio, very good next guest of, Easter guest, of LUTV Banzo. But he is actually top of that, to be fair, top of that. I hope you're getting that one right, to be fair, Jack, considering.
Mate, He was such a nice guy. I honestly can't speak highly enough
It
of
was
him.
literally
Like,
one ahead of Beckford, I think it was. I think he had 86,
is that what it was?
Beckford had 85, I think. So I'm sure there's a bit of banter between the two about that, to be fair. Absolutely legendary partnership. But yeah, only 5 of you got that one right. So I reckon the table's going to change quite a bit here. I reckon the table's going to change quite a bit. Let's have a look.
Ooh.
Okay, to be fair, Joby 3 is actually built on the lead there, and it has been a combo breaker. 10 people out of the 11 have just dropped their answer streak of 3. D. Hopkins is in second. Click Not Scoring's back up there, but Bamford has kept their place in the top 5, as has Mikey Grella. But as you say, Jack, it's very, very close. But there is a bit of a gap between second and third developing. So could it be a 2-horse race? Let's wait and see. Let's go on to the next question.
Against which team did Chris Wood score his first goal for Leeds against? Was it red, Bristol City, blue, Preston, yellow, Rotherham, or green, Derby? I'm trying to think of this one.
Be interesting to see what comes in there. I reckon I might have. We'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
Are all these players based off our previous guess or something? Is this what you've done?
Well, to be fair, keep the podcast going. Keep the podcast going. Chris Wood, absolute legend. To be fair, that season where he just literally scored every game. Oh, I have tricked you up. Because that Derby goal, mate. That Derby goal is probably one of the best goals I think I've ever seen live. To be fair, from a Leeds player. I mean, but hear it from the other side of the ground, hit the post, hit it that hard. You can actually hear the post rattle from the other side from the other side of the ground. That was absolutely 90th minute of the game.
I remember that. That was on my birthday.
First goal for Leeds. It wasn't his first goal for Leeds.
Yeah, that was on my birthday.
Oh, mate, that was birthday present. That was a high point of a really dark time to be a Leeds fan. To be fair, but yeah, that was scenes that game. But to be fair, 18 of you have got that one right. To be fair, so let's see what that does to the table. See what it does to the table.
Is Joby still there?
Joby's on a right streak. Joby's on 6 correct answers in a row. They've got a 900-point lead now. They've really built a lead here. And Mikey Grella has moved up to second. So this is a big lead for Joby 3, almost a third of the way through. I've got to say, I don't think we've had a lead as big as this, but we're going to see. To be fair, whoever's been top at this stage hasn't won so far in the first 2 weeks. So we'll wait and see. But it's very impressive that of Joby 3, to be fair. Click Not Scoring. Yeah, to be fair, it's sort of starting to shape up now a bit. We'll move on to the next question. Unless Joby 3 is very quick on Wikipedia, which is a possibility. I'm only messing, Joby. I'm only messing. Next question. Question number 8. Who hit the bar in the 2-0 defeat at Liverpool in the quarter-finals of the League Cup in 2016? Is it green, Chris Wood, blue, Marcus Antonsen, yellow, Kemal Roof, or green, Stuart Dallas? Do you remember this game, Jack?
I was at that game, actually.
It was absolutely unreal, that game.
It was, wasn't it?
For a League Cup game, unreal, that game.
It was as well, yeah. Obviously, for me, I've never been old enough to watch Leeds. Not in Premier League, but like a big Premier League ground. And this game was the first game I actually not went to a Premier League ground, but went to a big ground like Anfield. And yeah, it was roof. It was roof.
Honestly, we had the whole of the Anfield Road then, didn't we? About 7,000 Leeds that day, I think it was. And
probably
just the fact it was a night game as well. That's what it'd be like if we were live on the ground, That's how gutting it is. But yeah, Kemal Roof. I think it was at 0-0.
Yeah, it was. Because then
we
they scored 2 goals.
Yeah, they got 2 late.
I remember when they were walking out, and it was "You'll never walk alone," and all you could hear on TV, well, obviously on TV, but all you could hear going back and watching it back was Match On together and literally outsung them. 7,000.
We played really well in that game, That was we actually did play really well in that game. I remember that game really well. Yeah, fair play, guys.
Sylvester had a blinder, didn't he? He had a right game, Sylvester.
Yeah, it was. I think everyone did. There's some right players who played in that game, to be fair. I think Ronnie Vieira, I think, played in that game. I think one of his
Charlie Taylor had Mane in his back pocket.
Yeah, he did.
I was right by the corner, the left corner flag, and obviously we had Mane going to and from, and he just had no luck. Great game.
Pocketed him, to be fair. And that was when we liked Charlie Taylor as well, to be fair. But absolutely fair. To be fair. But guys, let's see what it does to the table. Let's see if it changes the table a little bit. To be fair, Joby 3 keeps their 900-point lead. Mikey Grella's still there. AEN must have got a really quick answer in. They're up 18 places in one round. Very impressive stuff, to be fair. But yeah, it's pretty much stayed the same. So let's go on to the next question. Question number 9.
Question 9. Stuart Dallas signed for Leeds in 2015 for what reported fee? Was it red, 1 million, blue, 1.3 million, yellow, 1.6 million, or green, 1.9 million? What a player.
I've always wondered why Brentford don't dislike us so much. But when you look at that, how much we ripped them off of Stuart Dallas. Not to give away the fee or anything, because I'm not, but it's under 2 million. We absolutely ripped them off, didn't we, if we're being honest? We absolutely did the bargain of the century with that one.
Yeah, definitely. I think Dallas, not to discredit him, but I think Dallas is one of them players who's definitely improved a lot under Bielsa. And the correct answer was blue, 1.3 million.
Majority's got it, to be fair. Majority's got it. Absolutely fair play. Let's see what it does to the table. But yeah, I've got to agree. Stuart Dallas, I mean, I'd probably say the most improved, to be honest. Over the 3 years, I think it was between him and KP for me. I'd probably say Stuart Dallas in terms of the fact he's converted into a fullback. Yeah, when he was a winger, he never played fullback before Bielsa got to the club, and he's played nowhere else.
Can play anywhere. Pop him in net maybe if Meslier gets injured.
I think you're probably referring to Casilla, to be honest, mate. I think I'm referring to Casilla, but I got myself in trouble last time I spoke about Casilla, so we'll move on about that. We'll move on about that goalkeeper. Right, let's see what it does to the table. Joby Free keeps their 900-point lead. 5 yet on an answer streak of 3. Mikey Grella, D. Hopkins, and Nick. Well, it's the same 5 again. It's the same 5. It's not changing. Let's see if we get a couple more questions in. It's going to change a little bit, but Joby Free has got a massive lead now.
Is this the last Leeds question? That is the last Leeds question.
Question number 10. Who did Leeds sign Robbie Keane from? Is it red, Inter Milan, blue, Tottenham, yellow, Wolves, or green, Coventry? He's played for all 4 clubs, but who did he sign for Leeds from? Let's see the questions there. Okay, 10 seconds to go. Let's see who gets this. 5 seconds, guys. Get your answers in. Oh, just could be a couple of people who haven't got answers in. Keep going, guys. Let's see. Ooh, majority just about got that one. I've made it. I deliberately tried to trip people up with the Tottenham because he'd left us for Tottenham. But yeah, Inter Milan. He signed for us from Inter Milan, initially on loan and then signed permanently. He was only actually at Leeds for a year, to be fair. But I mean, would you remember Robbie Keane, mate? I'm not sure. Would you be old enough to remember Robbie Keane?
No, so I'm 20 now, and my first years were like they're just like my first proper season, because I was quite late to get into football. I started like going when I was like 9 or 10. So my first proper season were like 08, 09. And then from there, so although I do know... You
started with Becchio. That's not a bad way to start, mate. That strike partnership.
Yeah, and then it goes back up afterwards. No, it's a great partnership, wasn't it, really? You can't... Things are looking back in hindsight, that team was so good. Looking where the players have gone on to play, like Gradle went to Bournemouth, and now I think he's back in France or somewhere. And then Snodgrass gone on to play Premier League football.
Johnny Alson, regular Premier League football. Schmeichel, Schmeichel who came in a bit later on. They all played at one point in the Premier League. Obviously Becchio went there for a bit. Bex went there for a bit. It's I mean, an alternate
universe could have had a different owner who maybe could have kept onto them players, and we could have maybe been in the Premier League a lot sooner than what we would have done. Do you know what I mean? Because that team could have got us there with a little few tweaks. That team was very much capable of getting us promoted from the Championship.
A couple of people have picked out me saying "to be fair" quite a lot, so I'm going to keep saying "to be fair" because I'm like that. I'm going to keep saying "to be fair" because I think it's annoying people. No, I'm only messing. Right, we'll go on to the next question. But we'll have a quick look at the leaderboards beforehand. What's it done to the leaderboards? Ooh, the gap has closed. Mikey Grella has closed that gap to Joby Free.
Joby must have got it wrong, man.
Literally seconds in it now. But yeah, the same 5 again.
I think you were right in saying that 2-horse race.
Yeah, it look like a 3-horse race. Let's wait and see. One wrong answer and it changes a lot, mate. One wrong answer and this changes a lot. So let's see. Next question. Question number 11.
What year did Leeds sign Lucas Radebe? Is red 1993, blue 1994, yellow 1995, or green 1996?
Let's see who gets this.
So it'd be interesting to see what sort of demographics on this quiz would be. Obviously, I know it's impossible for you to see, but it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah,
You know
I was thinking that. Obviously some of the questions, I try and mix it up between like past players, like obviously Eddie Gray and that lot, and obviously more current things. But yeah, some quick Wikipedia in there has gone on here, to be fair, because the majority have got this one right. Suspicions are arising, to be honest, mate. Suspicions are arising. But yeah, 1994, what a year that was, because Lucas Radaby arrived at Leeds United. And actually, what gave it away, I think, was the fact he had a testimonial that must have been before 1996. Obviously, I think his testimonial was 2005. So,
yeah.
There we go. There we go, anyway. Let's see what's done to the table. Joby Free keeps it tight. It's really tight. Wayman's got himself back into the top 4. Paddy Bamford in the top 5 as well. Well, and Millie Wayman is in there as well, making a comeback with 3 in a row. Making one of Wayman's little ones is making a comeback with 3 correct answers in a row. Please finish above Joe. That'd be absolutely superb. Finishing above Joe. Right, we'll go on to the next question. Question number 12. How old was David O'Leary when he was appointed as Leeds manager? 38, 40, 42, or 44 years of age?
Surely nobody can know this off the top of their head. Surely.
I mean, if the majority get this right, mate, suspicions. The suspicions are there, exactly. To be fair.
Yeah.
We'll see, to be fair. So 10 seconds to go, guys. 10 seconds to go. Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in. Quicker you answer, the more points you get. Okay. Oh, actually, the majority hasn't got this one right, to be fair. The correct answer is 40. Because obviously, don't forget, when David O'Leary did initially sign for Leeds, he signed as a player, assistant under George Graham, and then got the job in 1998 at 40 years of age. Top man, David O'Leary. So, yeah, the majority's actually got this wrong. So, I reckon this was going to change the table a little bit, to be fair. Let's wait and see.
So it looks.
Ooh, Wayman's got himself into the top 3. The Altus boys has got an answer streak of 6. Absolutely superb off you there, mate. Absolutely
showing his face.
Quasim boy.
3 years at the club.
Quasim boys making the way.
Showing his face.
Some legends there on that table. You obviously got Wayman there. You got Mikey Grella, Quasim boy. You got a superb trio there straight away. Right, we'll move on. To be fair, I think actually Joby Free and Mikey Grella must have got the last couple of questions wrong because the point hasn't changed for them, I don't think. I might be wrong on that. Right, we'll move on anyway. Next question. So, yeah. Question number 13.
Which of these clubs has Alex Mowat never played for? Red, Leeds, blue, Doncaster, yellow, Oxford, or green, Barnsley?
20 seconds, guys. Quicker you answer, the more points you get. It could make all the difference. You wait 5 seconds, you miss out on that phone case potentially. So make sure you hit it straight away, guys. 5 seconds. It could be the biggest regret. It could be a massive regret if you don't get that phone case. You just answered the question 5 seconds quicker. So get on it, guys.
Surely,
right, let's see who's got this.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I've tricked people. I've tricked people there because Alex Mowat is a Donny lad, but he did play for Oxford on loan. I think he played like 2 games for him. I thought I might trip people up here, but Doncaster is the correct answer. It's a club he hasn't played for. The majority. One person's gone for Barnsley. He's playing for Barnsley now. But anyway, look, we'll move on. We'll move on to the next question. I was glad no one went Leeds, to be fair.
I'm going to say, if somebody put Leeds in, that's quite...
To be fair, the last season at Leeds, you probably would have forgotten Alex Mowat was there, to be fair. I think he was in New York more than he was in Leeds, to be fair, at that time. But anyway, swiftly moving on. Right, scoreboard. Oh, we've had a change. We've had a change in the scoreboard. Mikey Grella is top. Wayman's in the top 2. The title challenger, Joe Wayman. Joby Free has dropped down to 3rd. And Bielsa's boys is on an answer streak of 7. Absolutely insane stuff. And Viduka wins it. Oh, what a line that is. In the top 5. Absolutely superb. Right. Moving on.
Alter question now. Question 14. What is Patrick Bamford's... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
That's right.
Patrick Bamford's highest scoring season to date. Is it 2013-14 for Reds, for MK Dons and Derby, 2014-15 for Borough, 2015-16 for Palace and Norwich, 2019-2020 for Leeds United? Let's see, guys. Let's see. You've got 10 seconds. Quicker you get in, because as Jack was saying, it's very tight now. Quicker you answer, the more points you can get. Let's wait and see. Let's see. Oh, quite a few people haven't answered here. Only 63 answers. Ooh, to be fair, it's another sneaky one off me, that, to be fair. It's actually 2013-14. 2014-15, he was PFA Championship Young Player of the Season, but it was actually 13-14 when he scored the most goals. Not a lot in it, though, to be fair, but this season he's going to overtake it. Anyway, 2020-2021, he's going to end the season with 30 goals. We all know it's happening. Let's move on. Let's see. I reckon this has changed the table a lot, you know.
You think so, wouldn't you?
I think so. I think, to be fair, it hasn't. Quite a lot of people have got this one wrong. It hasn't changed at all.
No.
People think, I'm not going to say up, to be fair, because that's just like, yeah. I mean, guys, some of these names are just like, yeah. The highest climber. Oh, dear me. Right, we'll move on. We'll move on to the next question.
Question number 15. Who scored the first competitive goal for Leeds under Marcelo Bielsa? Short memories if you don't know this one.
Yeah, I'm disappointed if you don't know this one.
Red, Pablo Hernandez. Blue, Kemar Roof. Yellow, Gianni Alioski. Or green, Mateus Klick.
Beautiful goal as well, it was. Beautiful goal.
Goal.
But yeah, guys, I'll be disappointed if you don't get this one. 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go.
5, 4, 3. A few people have not got onto this one?
Yeah, quite a few people have answered this one.
So yeah, green, Klick against Stoke. What a goal.
Oh, what a goal it was.
What a game. What a game in general. Yeah, but it was a no-look pass, wasn't it?
Oh,
I swear, when he took it, it went...
It's like 4 players out, and and obviously Mateus Klick just slots it past Jack Butland. But yeah, to be fair, I think Pablo Hernandez got the second goal. I think so. A couple of people have gone for that. But yeah, no, to be fair, it was a great game, and Mateus Klick got the first goal in it.
Yeah, that was when Butland absolutely had spilled it under his arm.
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah, the Pablo Hernandez goal.
Yeah,
went straight through him. To be fair, let's see the table. Let's see the table now. Mikey Grella's building up a bit of a lead there, to be fair. Ashton has gone up 14 places. But yeah, to be fair, it's pretty much the same as it was before. 2 legendary strikers in there, and Paddy Bamford and Raduca. Yeah, and obviously Mike Grella as well. So 3 legendary strikers in there. Right, let's go on to the next question. Okay, which of these players didn't start in Leeds' first ever game under Marcelo Bielsa against Forest Green in 2018? Non-competitive game, to be fair. Mateus Klick, Liam Cooper, Stuart Dallas, or Adam Forshaw. One of those 4 players didn't play in that game, or didn't start in that game. Who was it? See who gets this. Quicker you answer, the more points you get, to be fair. Quicker you answer, more points you get. 10 seconds to go. Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in. I think a couple of people are giving up here, since the answers is dropping dramatically, to be fair. Let's see. Oh, to be fair, Majority's got this one right. I was trying to be sneaky. And throw Mateus Klick in twice in 2 questions. Trying to be sneaky like that. But yeah, it was Mateus Klick. He didn't actually play in that first game. I didn't actually play for the first. He actually started the first time under Bielsa against Stoke, I think it was, in that game. So there you go. Bit of trivia for you there, guys. Let's look at the table.
Am I right in saying Leeds lost that game as well? Oh,
they actually won that one.
I'm thinking of the game after when they lost.
Yeah, I was trying to think. Was it Oxford? Got the like 3 down after 20 minutes.
Aileen scored against Forest Green. I remember that. I can't remember who's got the. I don't know if it was 1-0 or 2-0 or something, but I know Aileen scored against Forest Green. I remember that much.
I remember we had like we dressed like Chelsea. We had like I think we had the training kit.
Yeah,
the question. We had like a training kit on, and then it was like a Chelsea kit. It was horrendous, to be honest, mate. But we had Marcelo Bielsa as manager, so yeah, it was scenes really, to be fair. But yeah. Table. I mean, Joe Wayman's got himself top. Wayman's top. Wayman title challenge. And Billy Wayman, to be fair, the Waymans are up there, to be fair, has got into the top 5 now. Mikey Grella's still second. And Joby Free has actually climbed back up the table. So we'll wait and see. Wayman's top. Right, let's see. Next question. Question number 17.
Against which team did Luke Murphy score against on his Leeds United debut? Was it red, Derby, blue, Nottingham Forest, yellow, Burnley, or green, Brighton?
See who gets this. Do you remember this, mate?
Might be able to see from the shirt in the background
possibly,
there.
Possibly, but we'll see. We'll see if that gives it away.
I know.
I kind of looked at that and thought, I hope no one spotted that now. To be fair.
Yeah.
But we'll be all right. Yeah. We'll be all right, hopefully.
His first £1 million signing in a long time, wasn't he, Luke Murphy?
Was. I was buzzing when we signed him, you know. But yeah, majority's got this one right. Brighton, I think it was a 90 plus 6 minute, I think it was. We were one down in the game. And yeah, it just Matt Smith wins the header, flick on to Luke Murphy, he volleys it to the back of the net. What a debut! What a baby! But unfortunately, that was one of the biggest high points of Luke Murphy. It didn't quite work out for him at Leeds, but a top fella all the same. I've got to say that absolutely sound bloke off the pitch.
He took a pay cut.
He might be in the quiz. You know what? He might even be in the quiz.
Leeds, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, big pay cut, top fella during that Chilino time. Big part in why Leeds stayed in the league, to be fair, at that time, to be honest. But yeah, majority has got that one right. Let's see what it does to the table. Wayman's kept his spot at the top of the table there, to be fair. Millie Wayman still in the top 5. Glory Leeds, Joby Free, and Mikey Grella are still in the top 5 as well. And Lil is on the comeback with 3 in a row as well. Some big streaks here, guys. Let's go on to number 18. Who played the most passes out of these 4 players for Leeds in the Championship last season? Who made the most passes out of these 4 last season for Leeds? Is it red, Luke Ayling, blue, Liam Cooper, yellow, Calvin Phillips, or green, Pablo Hernandez? What about this for a question? But who made the most passes for Leeds in the Championship last season out of those 4 players? Top is actually Ben White, I think it was. But yeah, one of these players was second.
I think you might give it away a little bit there.
That's it. I've just thought about that. I think I've just given all 11 people the answer there, haven't I? I'm going to say the centre back's giving it. Who's the centre back on that list?
Yeah, I'm going to say it's a centre back. Yeah. But no, Liam Cooper.
I've just dramatically turned the way this phone case is going now.
A lot of people
dramatically turned it in like those words then. Anyway, but to be fair, the majority went for. I'd have said Ayling and Phillips straight away. I mean, Ayling's got the most progressive distance, I think, in terms of carrying and passing the ball this season. KP's always on the ball. But yeah, it was actually Liam Cooper. I think per game, though, I think it would have been Luke Ayling who won it. I think Cooper was only top because he played more minutes than Ayling. There was not a lot in it, to be fair. But it was Liam Cooper on this one. Let's see what it does to the table. To be fair, I don't think anyone in that top 5 got it right.
Wow.
But 8 players have just dropped their answer streak there. Maybe they didn't give it away as much as I thought then.
Yeah.
As I said, that probably did give it away. I messed it up now. I messed it up. Right, next question, man.
Question number 19. Against which English club did Rodrigo Moreno score against last season? Was it red, Arsenal, blue, Chelsea, yellow, Manchester City, or green, Tottenham? You can give. I'm not going to say something that's going to be too obvious if I say it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was all over Twitter.
Yeah, I'll keep my mouth shut. Yeah. Let's see how many people get it right. To be fair, because
we'll wait and see. Let's have a look. Yeah, majority's got it. To be fair, it was against Chelsea. It was against Frank Lampard, and it was a last-minute winner in the Champions League for Valencia. It was a lovely goal as well, to be fair. I don't know if you've seen it, mate. It was an absolutely glorious volley on the half volley, I think. Yeah, majority has got that one right, to be fair. It was in the Champions League because we have got Champions League lot of quality players at this football club now. Let's move on. Look at the table. Let's look at the table. So Mikey Grella has gone into the lead. Has gone into the league with 10,000 points. Absolutely superb start for them. Joby Free, D Hopkins is back in there. Glory Leeds, I think, has just joined us now in the top 3. Hammondinho is in the top. It's 3 in a row as well. Yeah, guys. So we're now moving on to the next question. Next question number 20. Who remixed the famous song for Leeds United last season, Pump It Up, in 2019? Is it Red Danzel, Blue Endor, Yellow Jax Jones, or Green Lewis Capaldi? I'll be so disappointed if the majority don't get this wrong right, to be fair, mate. Absolute belt of this song, to be fair. I remember the last hit when we converted promotion, me, Connor, and Joe were just on a live stream basically dancing to this song. So if you don't get this one right, guys, you don't watch enough all these teams, eh? Majority's got it. Majority's got it, to be fair. Endor, but the original was done by Danzel. So a couple of you have fallen down that track, but it was Endor. What an absolute tune, mate.
Great song. Great song.
It's, I know Jack, to be fair, from the channel, absolutely hates it, to be fair. But to be fair, at first I thought this is such an annoying song, this. It's going to absolutely come back to bite us. And it did in 1 or 2 games, to be fair. But
it grows on you, doesn't it?
It was correct. Right, let's look at the table. Let's look at that table. Okay, Mikey Grella keeps their place at the top of the table. Paddy Bamford's back in the top 5. Glory Leeds and Joe still in the top 3. D Hopkins has climbed up to 4th. And it's been a bit of a combo breaker, that one. Okay, we're now into the general knowledge. 10 questions to go. Let's see who's going to get that phone case.
Still all to play for. Question number 21. Who is the captain of Paris Saint-Germain? Is it red, Neymar, blue, Kylian Mbappe, yellow, Marco Verratti, or green, Marquinhos? I'm trying to think of this.
Let's see who gets this. Current captain of PSG. 10 seconds to go. Bit of general knowledge now for you guys. Let's see who gets the answer. Get your answers in, guys. Get your answer. The quicker you answer, the more points you get. Majority has got it, to be fair. Marquinhos. Yeah, Marquinhos, captain of PSG. So let's see what Scott has done to the table. Let's see. So top is still Mikey Grella. Viduka is now in the top 5. Mark Viduka's in the top 5. Glory Leeds is 4th. And D Hopkins has climbed up again to 3rd. D Hopkins is having a late title charge here, you know. Late title charge from them. Mikey Grella in a good position at this moment in time. Next question, 22. Which is the biggest city by population out of these 4? Is it red, Los Angeles, blue, Rio de Janeiro, yellow, Berlin, or green, Paris? Out of those 4 cities, which is the biggest by population? By population, not by size, by population. Let's see who gets this. Quicker you answer, the more points you get. Let's say 8 seconds to go. Get your answers in, guys. We're low on answers here. Keep your answers coming in, guys. Okay, let's see. Majority's got it. Quite a big distance, to be fair, difference between the 2. But yeah, Rio de Janeiro. I think 7 million people live in Rio de Janeiro. But yeah, spot on, guys. Let's go on to the leaderboards.
That shouldn't have stirred things up much. Oh, I said.
Ooh, to be fair, Mikey Grella's starting to build their lead a bit. D Hopkins is still there. The strikers are making a late bid as well. Viduka and Paddy Bamford. And some of the names on here. His name, Toe Bogies. Has got an answer streak of 7. An answer streak of 7. Absolutely insane, that, to be fair. Could they make a late title charge? Next question.
Question number 23. Who has scored the most goals in the Premier League out of these 4? Is it red, Mohamed Salah, blue, Sadio Mane, yellow, Cristiano Ronaldo, or green, Eden Hazard? Ooh,
now this one is close. It's literally first in this has got that 90, I think, and second has got about 86, I think. So it's literally that close between them. So we'll see on this. I think some Wikipedia might be going on here. Some very, very quick Wikipedia. 4 different tabs open. Looking at each player, to be fair, might be going on here. Let's have a look.
Oh, Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane. It's a surprising one. But Mane did play for Southampton for 2 years before Liverpool, and he got like 20 goals in that time. But it is Mane by about a goal, I think, ahead of Ronaldo.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah, how about that for one? That might have just broken the quiz now. Let's see. Only 7 people got that one right. Let's see what it does to the table. D Hopkins, I think, is the only one who's got it right, actually, out of that top 5. So they move right up the table, to be fair. JJ moved up 8 places as well. Let's go on to the next question. 6 to go. Which song out of these 4 has the most YouTube views? Uptown Funk by Mark Ronson, Sugar by Maroon 5, Shut Up by Stormzy, or Green Titanium by David Guetta? Let's see. Which of these songs has the most views on YouTube? And we're talking billions as well. We're not just talking millions, we're actually talking billions.
That's a tough question.
Let's see. Oh, majority's got it, to be fair. Majority's got it. I think it had 4 billion views, Uptown Funk, which that actually just breaks my mind. Over half the world has seen this song on YouTube.
4 billion? Really?
4 billion.
4 billion?
4 billion people.
Surely
I think second was Sugar by Maroon 5. It might be Titanium. I think Sugar, actually. I think that had 3.3. I think off the top of my head. That was billion too. Great songs, to be fair, absolute tunes. But yeah, it's Uptown Funk, which actually brings me back to when you used to be able to go to nightclubs and dance. But anyway, well, we won't depress the quiz anyway. We're thinking about what used to be. Right, next question. Let's look at the table as well. So D. Hopkins is still making that late bid, just overtaken Wayman. Bamford's keeping their place in the top 5. Ipps is on the 4 correct answers in a row. Let's see. Mikey Greller's got a big lead now going into the last couple of questions. Next question.
Question number 25. Which of these players have not scored in the Champions League final? Is it red, Ian Robben, blue, Luis Suarez, yellow, Thierry Henry, or green, Frank Lampard?
Let's see who gets this.
But I can't really do the... Can't change the answers for people who won't get the reference. This must be... Ooh.
Be interested to see what the kind of answers are here, to be fair. Let's see. Ooh, majority has got... I thought a lot of people... Lampard has actually scored in one, but he was on the losing team. I think he scored against that team over the Pennines, to be fair, and they lost it because John Terry decides to bottle it and just basically fell over on the penalty kick. Suarez has scored in one to win Barcelona it, and as has Arjen Robben. But Thierry Henry, despite winning the Champions League, has never scored in a final. So yeah, fair play, guys. Majority's got it right. What does it do to the table? Only a couple of questions to go now. Wayman's moved himself into second. D. Hopkins third. Viduka's into the top 4. Up 7 places. Mark Viduka FC is up 7 places. So let's see if they make a late charge. Next question. Okay, 26. Who is this? You'll see the picture now. Is it red, Paul Huntington, blue, Matt Heath, yellow, Hayden Fox, or green, Robbie Elliott? So Matt, superb Leeds United defenders there. Superb Leeds United defenders, to be fair. League One legends there.
Let's see
interesting to see who gets this. It's not the best picture, but I think this. Yeah, I think if you know, kind of thing.
3 seconds to go.
It is horrendous as well. That red kite just could never get into that. Majority's got it. Majority's got it with Matt Heath. Big Matt Heath. Yeah. When Leeds used to score from corners, it used to be Matt Heath quite a lot, to be fair. So, yeah, fair play, guys, fair play. Majority's got that one right. Let's have a look. Okay. Mikey Grella keeps their place at the top of the table, and it's not going to change much. Toe Bogies is still making the comeback with 3 in a row. Let's see. Next question then. Question number 27.
Who did Germany beat in the 2014 World Cup final? Sorry, my fault. Red, Argentina, blue, Holland, yellow, Italy, or green, France?
Let's see who gets this.
Should be a pretty straightforward one.
It's not England, though, is it? It's not England.
No. 7 seconds, 5 seconds to go now. A few people still not answered.
Yeah, a couple of people have answered it, but majority have got the right one here. Argentina lost that final. And yeah, obviously a couple of answers to the different ones, but it was Argentina who lost the final in Brazil that year. Let's see what it does to the table. Okay, Mikey Grell is still building that lead. Viduka's into the top 3. Paddy Bamford's back up there as well. It was a tough round. That 4 people have lost their answer streak of 3. Okay, next question. Question number 28. In what city would you find the Flatiron Building? Red, London, blue, Liverpool, yellow, Chicago, or green, New York? The Flatiron Building, which you can see there in the middle of the screen. Which city would you find that in? I've been in it, to be fair, and it's absolutely insane inside it, to be fair. The shape of it is just, honestly, if I put on a couple of pounds, mate, I wouldn't have fitted in.
I'm going to say I know what that building is, but I never knew it was called that, actually. So, yeah, you learn something every day.
It's not the most creative name, I've got to say that, but it is actually unreal in there. Yeah, it's actually, majority's not got this one. It is in America, though, but it's New York it's in. It's not too far off Central Park, I don't think, but I've been in there, and it was absolutely insane. But the Flatiron Building, crazy design. But yeah, New York is the correct one here. So I reckon the table's changed here. Has it changed? So Mikey Grella is still top. D. Hopkins has climbed into the top 2. It's going to be tight now. Last couple of questions now. And a couple of people have got an answer streak of 3 as well. In fact, that's just one. Sorry, I read that totally wrong. It's just Jeb, Eb, and KLW. They've got an answer streak of 3. I read that as 3 different people for some reason. It might well be 3 different people, but I think it was just one. Right, I'm mithering now. Let's move on. Next question.
Question number 29. Who won the PFA Player of the Year award in 2020? Was it red, Kevin De Bruyne, blue, Trent Alexander-Arnold, yellow, Jordan Henderson, or green, Sadio Mane?
Let's see. Get your answers in, guys. Yeah. The chance to win that phone case. Get your answers in. 10 seconds to go. Who won it this year?
Okay. I think the majority get this one.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Ooh. Because you would think, to be fair, the league winners, considering they won it by like 20 points, they would have the PFA Player of the Year. But to be fair, it went to Kevin De Bruyne with 21. Well, 21 if you got the one right, but the majority went to Jordan Henderson. What did you say, mate?
I was thinking De Bruyne, to be fair. I was thinking De Bruyne.
Fair play.
He's won it a lot of the years on because he's won it a few years on the trot now, hasn't he? De Bruyne he's been well.
Yeah, I think was it second or third? I think it is. But yeah, De Bruyne did win it last year. Yeah. Which I think Liverpool fans are still moaning about now. To be fair, minute, but right, we'll move on. So let's see what it's done to the table. Right now, Viduka has got themselves into the top 2. Wasim Boy is on to 4th place and D. Hopkins in 3rd. But Mikey Grella is still there at the top of the tree. On to the last question. In which city is the film Hangover Part 2 based in? Red, Las Vegas, blue, New York, yellow, Bangkok, or green, Prague? Let's see, guys. Let's see. Which of these drinking locations is the Hangover Part 2 based in? Get your answers in, guys. Get your answers in.
I watched this film
10 seconds to go.
Very good film.
Oh, I watched it the other night, mate. It's absolutely unreal.
I didn't want to give it away, but if you click on Show Media, it actually says it at the bottom.
Does it?
If you go on Show Media, yeah, go on Show Media. Trust me, it says right at the bottom.
I might have just completely corrupted this quiz now. Well, hopefully not. Anyway, hopefully not.
No,
but yeah, fine. Las Vegas was the location at the 1st and 3rd, I think. But yeah, Bangkok was the location. Absolutely superb. Right, we'll see who has won. Who has won it this year? Well, not this year. This week. I'm about to say this year then for some reason. Right, this week, who is the winner of game number 3? Let's see. In 3rd place, D. Hopkins' teeth. 2nd place, Viduka. And 1st place, and the winner this week is Mikey Grella. Mikey Grella has got, well, to be fair, Mr. Wayman's got himself in the top 5 there, as has Wasim Boy. But yeah, to be fair, what surprised me here is D. Hopkins actually got the most answers correct. Mikey Grella, super quick on the old answer button there, wins it this week. Congratulations to them. And wins it by quite a distance, to be fair, as well. Absolutely fair play to them. So make sure you get in touch with us. or LUC Fan Zone, and we'll sort you out with the phone case. Message us on Twitter, Instagram, and yeah, make sure you get in touch, guys. But don't do what I mean. I think the first week we did it, we had so many people claiming to be the winners. So make sure you screenshot this or something, guys, so we know you are actually Mikey Grella, because we have some people pretending to be the winners, but don't do that, guys. Don't do that, guys. But yeah, Mr. Wayman getting in the top 5, absolute scenes. And yeah, we'll.
Congratulations. Enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Mikey Grella. And I cannot thank enough Jack from LUC Fan Zone for allowing this quiz to take place, really. To be fair, absolutely superb prizes on offer. We will be doing this every single week. And yeah, make sure you check out LUC Fan Zone. Brilliant podcast we've just filmed with Luciano Becchio and Federico Bassoni. Obviously, so much merchandise on offer. Brilliant on Instagram, brilliant on Twitter. Check them out, guys. Check them out. Anything else you want to add there, Jack, before we sign off?
Trying to think, really. Just we released the episode with Luciano this morning, and I think it's about half an hour, 35 minutes. So it's a good watch. It's worth it. And episode 2 of the Luciano Becchio podcast will be out next Saturday as well. Once again, well worth a listen. I don't think we were talking about this off air, I think, but we're talking about his time, obviously, with Leeds, and even a bit afterwards, actually, before how he ended up coming to Leeds, his other options before Leeds, just everything really, about his time at the club a bit before and afterwards, and how he even came close to rejoining the club in 2015. But no, it's well worth a listen. And if you aren't following us already on Instagram, it's at LUC Fan Zone. Same on Twitter and Facebook as well. But yeah, no, thank you for having me on. I've really enjoyed it.
Absolutely brilliant stuff. But guys, whoever is Mikey Grella, and please be Mikey Grella, because don't pretend to be Mikey Grella, but whoever is Mikey Grella, please screenshot your screen and message me or Jack or Leeds TV, Twitter, Instagram, and you can even message us via YouTube on Gmail. Make sure you message us and we'll get the phone case over to you. A phone case of your choice as well, guys. So join us next week as well, because we'll have more prizes on offer. But get on it, guys. Make sure you check out the LUC Fan Zone while you're on your way as well, guys. But Jack, thanks so much for joining us this week, mate. And that's been quiz number 3. And we'll move on anyway, guys. But we are back live tomorrow. We've got Kendall Rowan, an opposition fan preview with Kendall Rowan, and Newcastle Fans TV as well. That will be going live tomorrow night. I'm not sure exactly what time that'll be, but get on that, guys. We're back into the football, back into the previews. And yeah, back onto All Leeds TV. And we make sure you subscribe and like the video if you haven't done already. Check out LUC Fan Zone, and we'll see you later, guys. And we're just going to do that awkward silence now as I end the broadcast very awkwardly.